Coming up on Current OC.
Tonight, we take a look at how OCHS battles nicotine addiction, especially vaping.
We'll also be bringing back the ancient question, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
These stories and more. It all starts now on the Current OC.
From the OC TV studios along 6th and Atlantic, Raider Nation's leading news magazine starts now in high definition. This is Current OC.
Hello and welcome to the Current OC. I'm Jenna Wilkinson.
And I'm Taylor Fusco. Thanks for joining us a little earlier this week. We hope everyone enjoys their 3-day weekend.
We'll need to charge our mental batteries because when we return to school on Monday, it's indeed a long haul until spring break. Hang in there, OCHS. Moving on to our first story.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader? As high school students well past the fifth grade, the answer should be yes. But you'd be surprised at how much knowledge is left behind in middle school. If you answer a few questions wrong, don't fret. No matter what, you'll always be more intelligent than Mr. Wilden.
In fifth grade, you have 4 main subjects: math, science, social studies, and language arts. But do you actually remember everything you once learned? Well, I decided to interview some of our own OCHS students and staff members, along with some local Ocean City residents to see how well we actually remember some of the basics we learned in 5th grade. What planet is closest to the sun?
Mercury.
What planet is closest to the sun?
Mercury.
Yes.
What planet is closest to the sun? Just guess.
Moon?
What planet is closest to the sun?
Wait a second. Why don't I know the planets? Wait, no, seriously, wait. There's Mars, Venus. Wait, what's before? Okay, skip.
What state is the Grand Canyon in?
Arizona.
What state is the Grand Canyon in?
Colorado.
What state is the Grand Canyon in?
Las Vegas?
What state is the Grand Canyon in?
Arizona.
Who invented the light bulb in 1879?
Benjamin Franklin.
Who invented the light bulb in 1879?
It was either Edison or Einstein. Was it Edison?
Who invented the light bulb?
Thomas Edison.
What are the 3 branches of the U.S. government?
Congress? Senate?
No. What are the 3 branches of government?
Judicial? Is that one of them? Legislation? Yeah.
I forget the last one. What are the first 10 amendments to the Constitution called?
Bill of Rights.
What are the first 10 amendments to the Constitution called?
Oh, just forget it.
What are the first 10 amendments to the Constitution called?
The first 10 amendments. They're just
The Bill of Rights.
Oh.
What are the first 10 amendments to the Constitution called?
The Bill of Rights.
Who wrote the national anthem?
Thomas Jefferson? Wait.
Who wrote the national anthem?
I do know this, but I don't know this. I don't know.
Guess.
I don't, isn't it like Samuel or something like that?
No.
Who wrote the national anthem?
Francis Scott King.
Yes.
Tommy. Who wrote the national anthem?
Francis Scott Key.
The person in a novel who tells the story from a third-person perspective is called a what?
Narrate.
Well, now that you saw people of all ages either succeed or miserably fail, maybe try to reevaluate yourself and ask, am I really smarter than a 5th grader? This has been Bella Pagan reporting for the Current OC.
We just asked if you're smarter than a 5th grader, but now it's time to ask yourself, are you smart enough to say no to nicotine? We're here to tell you all about what OCHS's Kick Butts Day was all about.
Last Tuesday, Ocean City High School hosted Kick Butts Day. The event was hosted by OCHS's administration as well as several clubs. The goal was to simply educate students on the dangers of smoking and vaping.
In my opinion, one of the best ways to stop vaping is definitely hosting giant fundraisers like this, but also just like telling people not to do it in the first place, or like enforcing stricter regulations on them.
Scores of students toured the myriad of exhibits highlighting nicotine education. The exhibits were not only educational but interactive as well.
I heard statistics. I was really floored to see the chemical components of a Juul, of what was in a Juul, and all the little metals and how they can just stay inside your lungs. That I did not know that, and now it's even worse to me.
The Current OC can conclude that Kick Butts Day has truly informed, educated, and possibly persuaded students to never begin their dangerous habit.
The main benefit is that it definitely raises awareness. I think people are starting to see vaping now in more of a negative light.
Remember, vaping is not safer than smoking, and both are highly addictive and difficult to quit once the habit has been formed.
I do. I think it's a little bit becoming more commonplace.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of people are just trying it because they think it's the trendy thing to do.
Over the past decade, OCHS has helped fight the battle to end smoking. But the battle rages on to end the destructive nature of vaping. This has been Ethan Hartley reporting for the Current OC.
I know St. Patrick's Day has come and gone, but I hope we still have a little luck left over for some sunshine this weekend.
What's the forecast hold for the first weekend of spring, Kayla?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As many of you know, it is the first day of spring, also known as the vernal equinox. We will see later on in this forecast whether or not spring will bring nice weather or not. If we take a look at our radar today, you'll see that we have no precipitation in our New York, New Jersey area, some around us that may affect us later on, but as we move on to our local conditions, we'll see that we are clear skies. In Ocean City, we are seeing temperatures that are in the 46 with humidity of 58, which is pretty high, and wind speeds of 5.0, which may give us a little bit of a kick of some chill air, but nothing too bad. On to our area temperatures. All throughout New Jersey, we are seeing temperatures that are basically in the 40s through the 30s, which is pretty low for the first weekend of spring, but that's okay because we can handle that as it gets warmer towards summer. On to our weekly forecast. As for tonight, we are seeing temperatures that are in the 50s. As we go on tonight, we might get some chances of rain. As we go on towards Thursday night, we will be seeing some rain and maybe some on Friday as well. But as we go towards the weekend, we will be seeing more chances of some clear skies to head outside to enjoy our beginning of spring. So we will be having some fun for that.
Time to wrap up another episode of the Current OC. Well, we have 5 more weeks of school before break, and we'll be here to help you all get there. Hopefully the show brings a break to your day. Hang in there. Only 35 days until spring break.
We get it, Jenna. It's a long time till break, but stop whining already. We'll make it. Remember to log on and catch all of our shows and additional content by visiting oc-tv.org.
You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at OCNJTV.
As always, thanks for watching.